Train the muscles, not the joints.
Welcome back to Natural Gland Bodybuilding.
Mountain.
And today I'm going to do some bench presses in the garage here, just some lightweight, just pumping up. Those of you who have been around here for a while know that I like to do some lighter type workouts and then some heavier ones here and there. But one thing I want to talk to you about today is something that'll kind of flip the whole success seminar stuff on its head, right? So a lot of people, when they say you want to achieve something big, they'll talk to you about visualization and constantly, pounding yourself to death to meet this expectation or this vision in your head. So say you want to have big biceps, you're constantly visualizing this, and then when you go into the gym, you're thinking about getting big biceps, all that kind of crap. Now, I'm not saying that stuff isn't part of the picture, because at first everything starts with a dream and a goal, and that's good. But sometimes holding too tightly onto that picture prevents you from seeing what's happening right here and now. And I was just talking to a guy in the gym about this when it comes down to his diet. He was visualizing where he should be, but he wasn't accurately measuring where he is and what's happening. So my point is, sometimes you are actually working towards your goal, but if you hold on to the picture in your head too strongly, you will ignore the benefits that are happening right here and now, because you're constantly concentrating on where you are not instead of where you are and the improvements that you're making. So when I used to train at home in the garage when I was 15 years old, I had the benefit of really looking at what's happening with my own situation, and I would actually be happy. I would be fulfilled because I would see that I was making progress, because it was only me and the mirror and the gym. I could see what was going on. But because we're so externally focused now in the social media age, we start looking at where we are not constantly, and that creates a level of discouragement and actually kills your motivation instead of inspiring you if you use it in the wrong way. So what I want to remind you of is for you to concentrate on what is progressing. No matter how minute, no matter how small it is, I want you to focus on what is happening and what is progressing with you, instead of focusing on where you are not because you're holding on to some picture. Don't worry about the picture. As long as you're progressing little bit by little bit, you will attain great things. But the difference is that when you focus on what you're improving on and you celebrate that, you have gratitude towards it, what happens is that it increases how happy this path is. Even when it gets painful, it becomes a happier, more fulfilling path instead of a path of misery. So the most important part of this shift in attitude is that it causes you to make decisions based on intelligence and wisdom instead of insecurity and overwhelming need. Because what happens when you get discouraged and you start to panic, you will make decisions that are not necessarily in alignment with what's right for your body. And to make my point, it would be like watching somebody lift a super heavy weight in the gym for 1 rep maxes or 2 rep maxes, and perhaps they're strong like you want to be, or they have the physique that you want, and then you start to emulate that even though your body is showing you that that's not the right thing for you at this time. And an insecure person, or a person that is caught in misery or suffering, will just ignore that and lift the heavy weight anyway, and doing more harm to themselves than good. And this is why it's important to be governed by happiness and fulfillment and truth, most importantly, instead of following your suffering to make your decisions or your insecurity. So there's lots of times I see people do certain things in the gym and I'm like, yeah, it'd be nice for me to be able to do that. Or maybe I would like to be able to lift that heavy today. But my body sometimes is saying, hey, that just doesn't feel right today. Sometimes the muscles feel more brittle, or they feel that they're almost fatigued or dead. That's a good day to be lifting lighter weights. Or maybe the joints feel tight. That's not a good day to be lifting extremely heavy weight. So in that tradition, you want to follow truth And truth can only happen when you no longer follow insecurity or misery. So that's really my profound, deep thought to help you guys out. And I know most of you older guys, most of you guys like are, in your 30s, 40s, 50s, you start to learn this, and you've probably learned it the hard way. But I would also say there are a lot of guys who are in their 50s and 60s that still haven't learned this crap. So anyway, I'm here to teach it to you. So I hope this video helps you understand the whys are just as important as the do's, right? The why you are choosing a certain exercise, the why you're choosing a certain weight in any given day. And if you're coming from a place of the deepest truth that you know of, you're going to make much better decisions in the long run and get much better results with a lot less injuries. So yeah, I hope this video helps you out. Thanks a lot for watching. If you need to get a hold of me, just go to naturalgallantbodybuilding.com, and thanks to the Patreon supporters, and take care for now. Mountain.